waiting for the two basses to come in and hold the two colors for us down here. I think someone's picking up the basses for us right now. One more for us.
Are they not wonderful? Did we all learn Tsimshian? We can all speak Tsimshian now? We know that song, right? Didn't they do a wonderful job? Thank you, Git Hoan. Thank you, Tsimshians. Thank you. Before we begin our introductory remarks, I do have to make an announcement that we have had a woman taken to the hospital for dehydration. So you need to be drinking a lot of water. We don't want you to become dehydrated. But we do have Mrs. House, or Housee, Housey, and we're looking for her husband. He should go and check at the hospital. She's over there at the hospital. She's doing fine. She just got hydrated. So please, drink water. So anyway, I don't know where all our speakers are. I know we're supposed to have our Lieutenant Governor, our own Tlingit, Lieutenant Governor Byron Malott. A clan leader of the Kwashkekwan from Yakutat. We are so proud of our own Lieutenant Governor Byron Malott, clan leader for the... No, you can stay up here. We're also looking for our CEO of Sealaska, Anthony, Chair Joe Nelson. Oh, we got all these Yakutat guys. Look at that. Yakutat leaders. Yay, Yakutat. And then, of course, our traditional leaders, David Katzik, Ken Grant. And I know we're supposed to have our honorable mayor from Metlakatla. And we're supposed to have someone from the Haida Nation. If they would please join me now. But aren't our people beautiful? Don't we have a wonderful future in front of us? Did you see all those children so proud of being Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian? We have a great future. Watch out for us. So here we are, Lieutenant Governor Byron Malott, clan leader for the Kwashkekwan from Yakutat.
Thank you, Rosita. When we look today at the arrival of the canoes, when we look today at the beauty of God's gift to us of the sun and the west wind, when we look today at the arrival of all those who have come to celebrate, when we think today of those who are not with us and who have been with us in the past, and when we look today at the children amongst us, and when we look today at that day in 1980 when the elders in Sitka said, "You must do this," when we think today of the first celebration in 1982 that would grow to what it is today, when we see today the Walter Soboleff Center in this town, when we see today the words of elders, young, corporate, tribal, dance groups, who say very much as a refrain remember who you are. Remember who you are. And it is this celebration that puts the reality to that demand that is made of us as the first peoples of this land. And to be able to stand here once again, as I stood at the first celebration, this time speaking on behalf of my clan, of my community, of myself, but also as Lieutenant Governor for all of the people of our state, it gives me incredible pride. It gives me a sense of where we have come as Alaska's first peoples. It gives me a powerful look into the future to know that our children, your child, your grandchild, may one day be the leader of all of the people of our state. We have that opportunity. And when we exercise it, we will do it with the deep knowledge that we know who we are, but we will also do it with a powerful sense of obligation that it is all of us together that make Alaska's people great, and that being who we are brings richness and strength and wisdom and culture and history to the mix of this incredible place. So, Rosita, to the Sealaska Heritage Institute, to Sealaska Corporation, to all of those who dance, to all of those who sing, to all of those who laugh, to all of those who hug, to all of those who celebrate, welcome, welcome, Gunakchish.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Byron Malott. He's paving the way because the next time we're going to elect one of our own as governor. And so now I'd like to introduce the chair of Sealaska Corporation, the board of directors. I mean, we're so very proud. I mean, this goes to show you the kind of leadership that we are developing for our future generations. Joe Nelson, Tequedi from Yakutat.
Thank you, Rosita. I mention that because it's always impossible to follow our lieutenant governor, and I find myself doing that every now and then. I'm from Yakutat. I'm a brown bear, but Byron's my father's clan. And I know it's our clan relations that are keep us bound together so tightly. And it's our clan relations that will keep us moving forward. And those are the stories and histories and these components that all of the dance groups strive to pass along. And I know that's such a core component of why we do this. It's much bigger than any single dance group, any single person, any single organization. It's our collective power of understanding who we are, where we're from, and just being firmly rooted and proud of that. And that's something that is on the forefront of Sealaska's mind all the time from day one, and that's why the investment was made many years ago in the Sealaska Heritage Institute. And it is something that helped us stand up this last year, the Walter Soboleff Center in this capital city. And that was no small feat. And that's one of the things I guess I want to highlight in this brief moment is hope that all of you make the opportunity and get to experience a little bit of that building, but really help me by thanking Rosita and the Sealaska Heritage staff for helping us as Native people find our place in this community and be proud of it every 2 years and now every day across the street in the building over there. So please help me thank the Sealaska Heritage Institute staff and Rosita. And it's, this is just the beginning. And as I was walking up here, I'm like, well, there's only, we can't do this every day. And there's a reason for that. There's 730 days until the next one. And a lot of us will be counting the days till the next one, once Saturday comes. And there's something behind that. And I think it's the idea of patience and discipline and hard work throughout all of our communities, and the collective efforts that everybody's doing, from all the beadwork, the sewing, the dancing, the practicing, the canoes, the paddling, the artwork, and it's getting to be a bigger, more powerful thing every couple of years, and I can't imagine where it's going to be, in the next few years. So I really do appreciate everybody that makes the journey, and I'm wishing everybody the best and a safe and healthy couple days here, and it's just getting started. So happy celebration. Glashish.
We're so very proud of Joe. A lot of you may not know, Joe is an attorney. He is a vice chancellor at the University of Alaska. And so we're really very fortunate to bring that kind of leadership to the Sealaska board. And I should also say that he's a daddy, and I didn't know if he was going to be able to come up tonight because he was babysitting. So we're glad he was able to join us. We're so very fortunate that Sealaska is not just a corporation. It is a native institution. And when our elders, our very precious elders, the wisdom of our past that you are giving to us, we thank you so much for all that you have given to us and for bringing that knowledge from our ancestors. That has made us strong. But when the elders came to Sealaska and they said, our hands are growing weary of holding on to our culture, and they said, Sealaska, it is your responsibility to ensure that our culture survives. They knew that our children are learning in a very different way, that they're learning in schools. And so it's important for us to integrate our Tlingit culture, our Haida culture, our Tsimshian culture, and languages into our schools. So we are so very proud that Sealaska paid heed to our elders, and they formed the Sealaska Heritage Foundation, which is now the Sealaska Heritage Institute. So we want to thank Sealaska for that great contribution. And may I introduce to you our CEO of Sealaska Corporation, Anthony Malott. I forgot to say, he's also Tsakwedi.
Good cheese for Zeta. Doug Shishim, Git Hoan. That was wonderful. Thank you. Gana ki chat duasak, chak na chat sati, tsagwedi ayachat, kwashkakwan yedi ayachat, koyakan athabaskan dachchan ayachat, keek kwan ayachat, yakdat kwan ayachat. I had a great way to think about what I wanted to say tonight when our staff went around our office and they were asking all our employees, if you had one word to describe celebration, what would it be? And that's, if you sit there and think about it, I'm sure many thoughts are going through all your heads right now. Values, exciting, our ancestors. I went through all those, thinking about what would be the one word I wanted to use and what celebration meant to me. And I kept on coming back to shuka, hashagun, perpetuation. And we've already heard it. How many aunties and grandmas and sisters and brothers sewed regalia? Hands, let me know. They're here. How many dance groups? And this one blew my mind, and I thank David for this. How many dance groups came up with new songs this year? And you'll see them. And they're all so proud of the new songs. That perpetuates our language. The language perpetuates our culture. It creates new atu. We have a soapberry contest. We have a black seaweed contest. Perpetuates our traditional harvest. All these cultural components, language, art. I know they have new masks. It's a perpetuation, as the other speakers have said, of everything that who we are. And the 2 years, as Joe mentioned, takes time to make that all happen. And I want to thank the parents who bring the kids to the dance group practices, the dance group leaders who spend every week teaching, perpetuating the culture, the elders who have helped these groups put their thoughts into our language. Thank you all for making this happen, and I look forward to all the new songs that we're going to hear, and I look forward to visiting with as many of you as possible. Gunak Chish, thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. So like in our old traditions, in our current traditions, there's always a powerful woman back there guiding the show. So Rosita's doing some business right now, and she told me I need to take over a little bit here. So next up in our list of welcomes, I believe she asked me to ask the mayor of Metlakatla to come up and say a few words. So. So Audrey Hudson must be a new mayor, because I'm glad I paused and did that, because I remember the mayor from just last year. And please welcome Audrey Hudson, the mayor of Metlakatla.
He doesn't know me. I was mayor last year too. Shmoyget, Shimyet, Shigeram Hananach. Kabawalshik, Arakwani Gera, Alaska. Galksia, Deman Gepsa, Tkwa, Diwayu. Gishbutwara, Di Patego. Shu Metlakatla, Di Wilwatgu. Chiefs, noblemen, noblewomen, children of high rank, and all the people of Alaska. My Tsimshian name is Walks Through the High Glass. My clan is Gishbutwara, Killer Whale. New Metlakatla is where I come from. Before I get started on the remainder of my speech, today in Metlakatla, we lost a beloved elder, matriarch, and a wonderful friend, Gertie Anderson. And I know that the families in Metlakatla and our Tsimshians and Metlakatlans that are here, our hearts are hurting so much because Gertie was so beloved by all of us. So I'd like to have a moment of silence, please. Bow your heads. Nihuan. Thank you to the Sealaska Heritage Institute for hosting this phenomenal gathering. I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of the Tsimshian. I would like to take a moment and acknowledge David Albert Boxley, who has been a tireless innovator, trailblazer, teacher, language warrior, and culture bearer. His Tsimshian name is Shkoga Gyak, which means first to potlatch. He and his son, David Robert, are the founders and leaders of the dance group Git Hoan. Sealaska has selected Git Hoan as the hosts of Celebration 2016. They are known around the world and I think of them as ambassadors of the Tsimshian people. They proudly represent the beauty of our culture. As the host dance group, Git Hoan has graciously and generously invited all the Tsimshian people to stand with them during the grand opening and during the grand finale. Once again, Mr. Boxley is teaching us to open our hearts and bring unity to all peoples. As mayor of Metlakatla, I can tell you that we have gone a very long time without our traditions. There was a time when ceremonies like this were against the law. While acknowledging this joyous occasion, it is important to recognize how far we have come in reclaiming our identity as strong, healthy, and proud Native people. The renaissance of our culture is bringing us back to a place of strength and pride of being Indigenous people and bringing a better future. We are all people of the land. Whether you are Haida, Tlingit, or Tsimshian, our connection to the land has taught us how to live productively and sustainably. The theme of Celebration 2016 is weaving traditional knowledge into our future. As we think about what it means to have a family, we can see that our children, our parents, our grandparents, our grandchildren. I am a grandmother. My first one was born a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to say that again. Our grandchildren. Our houses and our clans are all woven together to create a strong and beautiful fabric. As I listen to the words of the great leaders on this stage, and as I look out to this gorgeous audience, I feel confident of the future of our people. Keep singing our songs, keep telling our stories, pass down the traditions that have been passed down to you. Come gold welsham, sha'ams welsham. Bless you all, and thank you. May your names all be good. I would like to take a moment at the end here. At home in Metlakatla, I meet with the senior citizens every Thursday, and tomorrow is Thursday, and they're going to be upset that I'm not there. And so, senior citizens in Metlakatla, I miss you, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Our lives are so enriched by the Tsimshian people, and we thank the Madam Mayor for those great and wise words. Thank you very much. You know, we were kind of worried when Git Hoan was selected as the lead dance group, because you know how fast those Tsimshian dancers dance. And we told David, you can't dance that fast the way the Tsimshians dance that fast. I said, we can't have 2,000 Tlingits trying to run after you. And they did great. So, representing the Dekina, we are privileged to have a Haida leader, Fred Loth, to offer a welcome.
I'm truly honored to come up here today to speak to you guys. Stian uhinudikiaang Heidelberg gusto di hadagang. I was born in Heidelberg. Of course, I always say that, but you know, in the olden days, they put you on an airplane to go to Ketchikan to have for the babies to be born. So on my birth certificate is Ketchikan. But anyway, what I said in Haida is my name is Fred Luth. My Indian name is Stian. I really appreciate being here with you guys, being able to come up and address this body of very wonderful people. I've known David Boxley for a lot of years, and he taught me some of the carving that I do, and a bunch of other people. I mean, he's just a tremendous person, right, David, I meant to say David, sorry. When you stick your foot in your mouth, you know, you got to figure out a way to get it back out. So, anyway, all the things that happen, you know, all the great things like this gathering that we've had, and to be able to watch all of these dancers come up and just do the great dancing that they've done, I really, really appreciate. I mean, I do, but I know we all do. And I want to speak for all of you guys to say how well these people had done. All the people from Cake and Angoon and all of our aunties and uncles that are here, you know, and just thank you all. And I say it on behalf of the Haida Nation. How Gunachich Deutschen. Geez, I even speak Tsimshian. Thank all of you. I thank. Well, if you guys laugh, you know, I'm about a couple months I'll be 67, and boy, when I need to think of something, it just doesn't come there. You know, I used to be a smart guy, but it's kind of downhill these days. So I just thank all of you for being here. On behalf of all of the Haida people, all of the Tlingit people, and everyone else here, thank you all.
I think I like being MC. I get in all these hugs. And in our Tlingit culture, we know that it's important for us to have spiritual and social balance. And so we would like to close with our eagle leader and our raven leader. And if I could call first on David Katzig, Jock from the Shungukwedi, and then Ken Grant from the Deptain Ton, if they would please come and offer their words.
Gonna cheese on Yatkusani, gonna cheese Adayai da Hunya, gonna cheese Ye Daya Haka, Tuskan, gonna cheese Yikasi Ye, Dekina, gonna cheese Yada Hoskanito, Anna Ut, gonna cheese Yiksati Nito, Ishas. Ganach tedi. Ach leil guhas lukach adi. Ach tlas leil guhas daktain tan. Ach da kanuku kicks adi. Ach sani has desi tan. Stakat line di gonna cheese. Ach kak. Dukanian sluknach adi gunal cheesu ye yada khwaskeni yaiki sliti atunach awesta katuhan yantu at yaiki ha khon he hoot yan hastin so on the way yaiki ko a has to kusti yich at a way Tutlech, Yaiki. Christus ku geyi, Kusachan ein, Tusla an ein. Awe Tutlech. At a way gonna see where Irish kuutsa, Oxytine, where Jansna at, where Jasna ati. Gonna see ye diakaka, stakatka. most noble, very, very precious people, thank you for who you are. Thank you for the undivided attention that you're giving us this evening. Thank you to the Tsimshian, my grandmother's people. Thank you to the Haidas. Thank you to the Aleuts that I saw come dancing by a little bit ago. Thank you to the Irish people that came as well. And thank you to all of you, because what you are is what we are. The community you bring when you come to this place. The words would take all night long to express our appreciation for that. Because without you, I would not be standing here, and a lot of these other people would not be standing here. And it's within our language that our community is coming together. When the language was taken away and there was an effort to remove it, community was broken. But in 1980 in Sitka, the elders said, let's teach our children about who they are, so that they're not like tourists, not knowing what Yakdat meant, or Siatika, or Angun, or Juneau, or Keich, or Katschanaat, or Kitschan, Skagwe, Tlakuan, and the names can go on for the land that our people settled on. So they decided to call all the people together, and this is what resulted in the celebration, because they wanted their children to know who they are and their grandchildren. So it's with great appreciation that I say thank you for those elders. Did you know that very few of them graduated from high school? Maybe even didn't graduate from grade school. Yet there's a Sealaska Corporation. There is a Tlingit and Haida Central Council. These were men and women who were educated in the ancient ways of the Tlingit people. I'm looking at a really special person, and I'm not trying to make points with you, Ethel. But Ethel has been very much involved in the restoration of our language. Thank you so much for the work that you've done. Thank you so much. I'd like you to stand up in reality, because if you don't mind, you can't stand up. Let's give her a hand, though. She's right here. And her father's name was Kas Atka. That man could sing. That man could talk. I heard him. I was lucky to be with him a number of times. So thank you, all of you, for all that you're doing. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Sealaska Corporation. Thank you, Sealaska Heritage Institute. And thank you, all clans, both Raven and Eagle. Thank you for this moment that I can share a little bit with you. I hope it sounded like the voices of your ancestors coming over the land and coming, resting in your heart and in your spirit. Yewa gonna cheese.
Anyat Kasani. Anyat Kasani. Tleik Chak Kwani. Chak nach City Ai Han. Guch nach City Ai Han. Anyat Kasani. Diolch zutat siachta nhw gwawe. Iewas tyn tathani wytien. Cawjigit. Owa iau dat iau cholgeni. Iau cholgeni. Dagan yachyati. Dagan yachyati. Ach twyl llyd a. Tlachas chatayayat chahan. Ach llyd kohas. Ach kakas. Yathas nak achin. Has de tuo sigu. Has de tuo sigu. Ade de chunya. Honorable people, noble people, those that belong to the Eagle clan, the Wolf clan, all one clan. I used a raven's story a little bit a while ago. I said when I woke up, my spirit felt darkened. But when I saw all of you, when I looked at your faces, it was like sunshine. It warmed my spirit. You've heard the story of Raven, and you've heard the songs sung. The box of knowledge will be opened again, which to me is the sunshine. It warms our spirit to regain the knowledge of our grandparents, of our ancestors. Ye ayach twaiti yaedat, yaedat ishik ha'achi. Ya iyuqatangi yewa awakhadziak khahani hajidachwa keslahasht hakusti hajidach keslahasht awayadat ikunugu Kochte ilshat, hakosti. I heard my granddaughter, Kahani, say a while ago about a quotation from George Davis in which he said, our way of life was drifting away from us. It was twisting away in the waves. And Sealaska came and they turned our life into the wind, into the storm, stabilizing our life. Ja, dat je goed herkende, kun je jo ga, kun je de Git Hoan, het gaan, Git Hoan, Dekina, Haida, Aleut, Anaut, Irish, Dacha Tlingit, the Git Hoan na Leda hat Huatini Ayahan, Gunlachish Yochaka. We Yagik had a so Johan, ho ho, ho ho. Ye wacht tweet he dat. Just play it with hash hayagu. Yat ha 18. Just play it with hash. The canoe we are on is not floating in one place. It is going through life. Yeah, gonna cheese you haka. Doiksum. Hawa. Gonna cheese. Yeah, gonna cheese.
So real quickly here, Mr. Grant and Mr. Katzik, on behalf of Sealaska Heritage Institute and Sealaska, we want to acknowledge and appreciate their service on our board of scholars, traditional scholars, and they provide the guidance not just at this event, but on an ongoing basis. We thank them and appreciate their service. So Gunashish, the elders in the room, the elders that are always the most patient and able to endure all of our doings and guide us so gently. And we love you, and that's why we come here year after year. And I offered that, just I'm not taking Tlingit language. I've never taken a class. I'm picking this up in my household when I was a baby, but Yak passed away with my grandmother, and then my father both passed when I was young, and so those were first languages in my household when I was a baby. But now in our own household and on the streets around this town, because of the good work of our elders that are still here, we're hearing these things on the streets. So I'm picking up, again, many years later, the bits and pieces, and it's coming back. So, one more is, it's, I believe, Ingeyune. I might have said it wrong. Or did I say it right? Ingeyune? Yune? Yungeyune? 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 Okay, I'm getting it. Thank you. This is all about celebration, and we don't want to close the night with a bunch of speeches. We're going to close this night properly with our lead dance group, and thank Git Hoan for making the journey and being our lead group this year. They're going to close it out for us, and we're going to try to stay up with them getting out the door tonight and get home safely.
Samoyet, Simgiget, Sigram Hanana, Likigiget, Habawalksik. Khatni get the will got Goidix is in Gua Shagian. A local adject Sagor, the will hide go Hats Akasum Shagian. Chiefs, nobles, noble women, children of rank, all of you who have come from so far, it is an honor, and I'm so proud to stand in front of you. I wish you all a very, very fun celebration. Thank you so much for all of you sticking around and everyone watching at home or streaming online. This is going to be fun. So we're going to, Rosita, I'm glad all of you have left the stage because we're going to speed things up just a little bit.